What your baby feels but can't tell you. Your baby can't explain what they feel. They can't tell you what helps or what overwhelms them. But here's what most parents don't realize. Your baby is learning from everything you do. Every small moment, every reaction, every tone of voice is shaping their newborn brain in real time. This isn't about being perfect. This is about understanding how babies think. Because once you understand baby brain science, everything changes. Today, we're going to walk through 10 everyday parenting habits, simple things that seem normal, but quietly influence baby attachment, toddler development, and even child development stages later on. You may recognize yourself in some of these moments, and that's exactly the point. Let's start with step 1. Action 1. Ignoring baby cries. Small habit, big effect. Let's begin with something incredibly common. Ignoring baby cries just for a moment. Maybe you've heard advice like, wait a little, they'll settle on their own. And sometimes that happens. But here's what infant neuroscience tells us. In early newborn behavior, crying is not manipulation. It's communication. When a baby cries, their body is asking for connection. And this is where something called neural synchronization baby begins. When you respond your voice, your touch, your presence, your nervous system helps regulate theirs. This is the foundation of baby attachment. Over time, your baby learns, I'm safe. Someone responds, I matter. This doesn't mean you must respond instantly every time. Life is real. You're human. But patterns matter. Because in baby brain science, repeated experiences shape expectations. And those expectations follow your child into toddler development. You're in the kitchen, your hands full. Your baby starts to cry in the next room. You pause, thinking, maybe they'll calm down. But the crying grows louder. When you finally pick them up, they settle against your chest almost instantly. Not because they were winning, but because their system finally found what it needed, connection. Action 2. Your voice tone, babies feel more than words. Now let's talk about something subtle. Your voice. You might say the right words. It's okay, I'm here. But your tone carries the real message. In newborn behavior, babies are highly sensitive to rhythm, pitch, and emotion. Even before birth, they are learning the sound patterns of your voice. By just a few months old, babies can detect differences in tone with surprising accuracy. This is where baby eye contact and baby staring become important. Your baby isn't just looking at you. They are reading you. Your tone, your face, your energy. This is baby behavior, explained in its simplest form. Babies feel before they understand. And through repeated interactions, neural synchronization baby happens again. Your calm helps them settle. Your tension makes them alert. So before responding, even one slow breath can shift everything. It's late. You're exhausted. Your baby starts fussing again. You pick them up and say, it's okay. But your voice is tight, fast, tired. Your baby doesn't calm down. Not because they don't understand your words, but because they feel your state. Action 3. Pushing interaction. When babies need space. Now imagine this moment. A relative leans in, smiling, excited, full of energy. Your baby turns away, looks down, avoids eye contact. This is not rejection. This is newborn behavior. Babies use baby staring and gaze aversion as a signal. It means, I need a break. This is too much. In infant neuroscience, this is called self-regulation. When we override that signal, even with good intentions, we interrupt their natural rhythm. And over time, this affects baby attachment patterns. Because babies begin to learn, my signals are not always followed. Instead, when you notice and respect that moment, you support their internal balance. And that directly supports healthy toddler development. Someone says, come on, look at me. They gently turn your baby's face back toward them. Your baby stiffens or starts to fuss. What looks like shyness is actually your baby trying to regulate. Action 4. You're fine. Response: what babies really feel. This one sounds harmless. Your baby is upset. And you say, "You're fine." It comes from love, from instinct. But here's what baby brain science shows. Babies don't yet have the ability to regulate emotions on their own. That develops much later in child development stages. Right now, they rely on co-regulation, which means they borrow your calm. When you acknowledge their feeling, "You're upset, I see you," something powerful happens. Their emotional experience gets matched. And that alignment strengthens baby attachment. But when the response skips that step, the feeling has nowhere to go. And over time, this shapes how babies understand emotions. This is a key part of how babies think. They learn through experience, not explanation. Your baby cries because you took something away. You quickly say, "You're fine, it's nothing." But they cry harder. Now imagine instead, "You really wanted that, didn't you?" Same situation. Completely different internal experience for your baby. Action 5. Phone distraction. When your face goes still. Now let's talk about something modern. Your phone. Not the screen itself, but what it does to your face. When you're fully focused on your phone, your expression naturally becomes still, less responsive, less engaged. Your eyes fix on the screen, your facial muscles relax, and your reactions slow down. In infant neuroscience, this connects to something known as the still face response. Babies rely heavily on baby eye contact to understand the world around them. Your face is their emotional guide, their reference point for safety, connection, and meaning. When that connection pauses, even briefly, they notice immediately. They try to re-engage you. Through baby staring, small sounds, tiny movements, even reaching out with their hands. They are not just seeking attention, they are trying to restore connection. And when it doesn't work, they shift inward. They become quieter, less expressive, sometimes even withdrawn. This is not about avoiding your phone completely. It's about awareness. Because in baby brain science, your face is one of the most important learning tools your baby has. Your baby looks up at you while playing. You're scrolling. They make a sound, reach toward you, but your face doesn't change. After a few tries, they slowly stop trying. Action 6. Overstimulation. Why less is better for babies. Today's world is full of stimulation. Lights, sounds, toys, activities, all designed to support toddler development and keep babies engaged. But in early newborn behavior, less is often more. A baby's nervous system is still developing and highly sensitive. What feels normal or even mild to you can feel intense and overwhelming to them. In Baby Behavior Explained, overstimulation often shows up through small signals: looking away, becoming unusually still, sudden fussiness, changes in baby eye contact. These are not problems to fix, they are signals to understand. They are your baby's way of asking for balance. And the solution is often simpler than we think. Reduce input, lower stimulation, slow everything down, offer a calm, steady presence instead of more activity. Because baby brain science shows that quiet moments are just as important as active ones. Stillness helps the brain process, organize, and recover. Imagine a real moment. The TV is on. Toys are making noise. People are talking around you. Your baby suddenly starts to cry. Your instinct might be to distract more, shake a toy, talk louder, move faster. But they become even more upset. What they actually needed in that moment was less, not more. Action 7. No back and forth talk. Missed brain, building moments. Now, here's something powerful. Your baby makes a sound. You respond. They respond again. This simple back and forth is called serve and return. And it's one of the most important processes in child development stages. In infant neuroscience, these tiny exchanges help build neural pathways at an incredible speed. This is neural synchronization, baby, in action. Your brain and your baby's brain working together in real time, even without words. Even before language develops, Through baby staring, baby eye contact, and soft sound patterns, your baby is learning how communication works. This is how language begins, how connection forms, how baby attachment deepens through everyday moments. But when these moments are missed repeatedly, those opportunities for connection become fewer. Not because you don't care, but because life gets busy. The good news is, these moments are everywhere. Simple, natural, built into your daily routine. Your baby points at something. You're distracted and don't notice. A small moment passes. Now imagine instead. You pause and say, "Oh, you see the light." In that instant, a tiny moment turns into connection, learning, and shared attention. Action 8. Leaving without warning. Hidden stress for babies. You need to leave, so you step out quietly, hoping it will make things easier, less crying, less stress. But from a baby's perspective, the experience feels very different. In newborn behavior, predictability is what builds trust and a sense of safety. When transitions are clear, even if they bring emotion, babies can adapt over time. This supports baby attachment in a powerful way. Because your baby begins to learn a reliable pattern, people leave and they come back. And that pattern becomes the foundation for healthy toddler development. It builds confidence in separation and reunion. It teaches your baby that connection is stable even when you're not in the room. Even a simple pause before leaving can make a difference. A soft voice, a brief goodbye, a moment of eye contact. Now imagine this instead. You leave while your baby is playing. They turn back, and you're gone. The room hasn't changed, but their sense of security suddenly has. Action 9. Lack of touch, the power of simple contact. Touch is not something extra. It's essential. In baby brain science, touch plays a direct role in regulating a baby's nervous system. It helps slow the heart rate, reduce stress, and create a sense of calm. More importantly, it supports baby attachment and strengthens emotional connection over time. Simple contact holding, gentle touch, skin-to-skin closeness sends a powerful message to your baby. You are safe. I am here. Through these repeated moments, neural synchronization baby continues to develop. Your calm body helps organize their internal state. And gradually, this shapes how babies experience the world, not through words or logic, but through feeling and sensation. A baby doesn't need explanations. They need connection they can feel. Imagine a quiet moment. Your baby is restless, shifting, unable to settle. Instead of doing more, you pause. You place a gentle hand on their back. Slowly, their breathing softens. Their body relaxes. No words needed, just presence, just touch. Action 10. Emotionally distant parenting. The quiet impact. This idea is often misunderstood. A parent can be physically present, holding, feeding, or sitting random with their baby, but not fully present emotionally. And babies notice far more than we think. Through baby eye contact, baby staring, and tiny shifts in your expression, your baby is constantly reading your internal state. In infant neuroscience, this emotional presence is what builds real connection. It doesn't require you to be happy all the time. It simply asks for moments of awareness. Moments when you tune back in. Moments when you respond, even briefly, with warmth and attention. These small returns, looking into their eyes, softening your face, adjusting your tone, create powerful patterns of connection. And over time, those patterns shape newborn brain development far more deeply than trying to be perfect ever could. Imagine this moment. You're holding your baby, but your thoughts are somewhere else: work, stress, unfinished tasks. Your baby looks up at you, quietly waiting, not for stimulation, not for words, but for connection. Good enough parenting. Connection matters more than perfection. So here's the truth. You don't need to do everything perfectly. In fact, baby brain science shows something surprising. What matters most is not perfection. It's repair. Missing a moment and coming back. Losing connection and reconnecting. This is the foundation of strong baby attachment. This is how babies think is shaped. Through patterns, through presence, through return. And that is what supports healthy toddler development across all child development stages. So the next time your baby looks at you, through that deep baby eye contact, know this: they are learning you, feeling you, connecting with you, and that is more than enough.